Hello, back there in Broadcasting House, and thank you very much indeed, and welcome to these broadcasts. We are coming to you live from the precinct of the National Assembly, where more than 333 elected or certified members of parliament are expected to come here today for the orientation process, which is going to kick off the life of the 13th Parliament, as you can see here. And so this is a process that is expected to continue from today all the way up to tomorrow. And it is expected that by the close of the day tomorrow, 333 members of Parliament will have been oriented on the movement around National Assembly and, of course, the certification. That is a process that is expected to take 2 days, that is today and tomorrow. Remember, we still have about 6 members of Parliament who are yet to, or we still have about 6 constituencies where members of Parliament are yet to be elected, and so that's why the number comes to about 333. And of course, remember, the nominations of MPs is yet to happen. Yeah? I talked about 6, but I'm talking about 12 actually, and so we're also expecting the nomination of the other members of Parliament, so that the life of the 13th National Assembly can come into full circle. Well, I'm joined now by the lady who is going to see all these. Her name is Serah Kioko. She is the acting clerk of the National Assembly. She's going to take us through the process of orientation, and she's here with me. Thank you very much indeed, Serah, for finding time to be with us this morning.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for coming. Yes, today is a big day for us. We expect the newly elected members of Parliament to come round, 333 of them. The National Assembly has 349 members. As you have indicated, 12 nominated members are yet to be nominated, and we have 4 constituencies that are yet to conduct elections. That makes 16. If you add 16 to 333, you get 349. So the 333 who are already elected in the constituencies, and also the women rep in the 47 counties, we expect them today and tomorrow, during which time we will receive their documents, like the certificates from the IEBC, their ID, the data from the MPs. Once we receive it, we'll enter it into our records, and we will be able to process them and admit them into the family of Parliament. We would also expect that today we will give them IDs for identification, and also today we would take them around Parliament buildings. We wanted to take them to the chamber so that they are able to see the machines that they normally use to speak and also to vote. So it will basically be, orientation is about taking them around and showing them around. Yes.
Is this the first time that you are doing this, or this has been a continuous culture?
This has been a continuous culture over the years. From the advent of bicameralism, we had such an activity like this in the year 2013, immediately after members were elected. In 2017, we had another activity like this. Usually, we do it so that we are able to show them exactly where their offices will be, where they will sit in the chamber, just for them to know round. So basically, orientation is walking them around and also knowing exactly who they are and receiving their documents.
Very well. Yes. On average, this process takes, how long per member of Parliament?
We expect it to take as short time as possible, and I see between 5 to 10 minutes so that we complete the entire process, yes. But if we have so many members, we receive them, we sit them somewhere, and we process them one by one. So it is an orderly process, yes.
Very good. And I think now it is very important for you to take us through that whole process so that we can feel and understand what exactly are we talking about when we talk about orientation of members of Parliament. Okay. Are you ready for that?
Yes, we are ready. Right now, we are at the first station, and you can see our officers are ready with their computers to now receive the documentation from the MPs, and it is at this point where they will be registered in the first place. So this is a first point of receipt and also registration. Yes.
So when you talk about documents, what kind of documents are you referring to?
Your own national ID or passport. That is one of the documents that we will require. We will also require the IEBC certificate. You know, the proof that you have been elected. We have a gazette notice from IEBC, but then we have to receive your certificate from IEBC also. And then we also need your PIN, your KRA PIN today. So basically, those are some of the documents. Then we have this team that will receive and verify those documents so that the members that we receive are the members who are elected. And that we need to receive them ahead of their swearing in so that we know exactly who it is that we will be swearing in.
This is meant to avoid cases of impersonation.
That's right. You are right, yes.
Suppose I come with one document and I forget the others. What happens?
We would require you to bring that document. So that's why we have today and tomorrow, so that in case somebody comes without the document, they have to avail the documents that we require. Indeed, including 2 passport size photographs.
Very well.
Yes.
So this is a point number 1. This is a starting point.
Point number 1, after you can see there is that one over there. That is where, if there are many, they will be held. But this is the first point of receiving their documents.
Very well.
Yes.
Yeah, because I can see that is a station 1 where it is welcoming and hospitality. So basically, if, for example, somebody is being attended here or this table is full, that is where they can go and wait, right?
And wait, that's the waiting point.
Very
yes,
good.
Yes.
And then we move to the next tent. This is station 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Receipt of members and documents. Yes.
Very well. And so they move to, that is station number 3.
Yes.
So you're going to help us understand what happens here, because I can see it's written station 3 and security. What exactly happens here?
What happens here is that at this point, we need to take their photographs. This is a point at which we will take their photographs. They will come with photographs, but we need to take our own photographs also. So at this point, our security personnel will take their photographs and process them so that finally we issue them with an ID for their own identification today and even in future as members of Parliament.
What kind of a photograph do you expect, them to come with? Is it a photograph with their families or?
No. We are talking of a passport-size photograph for clarity, yes. And even the photograph taken here is also a passport-size photograph, yeah.
So it has to be an official passport photograph.
Photograph, yes. Passport-size photograph.
Very well.
Yes.
So here they take the photographs, and then do they get issued at the same time?
Yes, but you will receive the ID at the end. You don't receive it immediately at this point. So there is a process. Once a photograph is taken, it is processed so that by the end of the day, they have an ID similar to, you can see what the security personnel are wearing. Yes, but
so
yes.
Where do they sit? Do they stand when they are taking the photo? Or?
Normally, we would expect to treat anybody with the dignity that they deserve. And this being our members of Parliament, we will usher them to seats, they will sit. But whenever we are when you are at the point of taking the photograph, you stand and the photograph is taken. But if you are waiting, then you sit and wait.
Very
yes.
good.
Yeah.
So that's what happens at station number 3. Yes. Security check. We've just come from the 2 stations. Now we are now headed to the station number 3A, where it's written photography and ICT. So I'm imagining this is where you take the photos.
This is now where you finalize the process. You can see there is a camera. At security, you are waiting. So once you are processed by security and they have confirmed the documents that you handed over at station 1, you come here and the photo is taken. You can see maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody should be here to take a photograph of me. So this is a gentleman who will be taking the photograph. So you sit here. The photograph, maybe it needs to take a photograph of me. Yeah.
All right. So this is exactly where you sit, and then I can see the technical people are very serious and ready to take your photo.
Yes. So this once the photo is taken at this point, this will be for your own biodata. Yes. We would need. The National Assembly normally has biodata for all members of Parliament. This information, we upload it in our website. So this information that we receive here will form the information that we will upload in our website, and the information that you can use even as a member of the public to know exactly who the member that you elected. If you go to our portal, you'll find this information there. Yes.
Okay.
And we also have a chart where we have all the members of Parliament. We use this photo to make that chart. Yes.
So after that is done, where do we go next?
Now, next we go to the next 10.
Yeah, this is station 4, biodata form and CV, that is curriculum vitae.
Yes, good morning, Wafula. Now here, you come with your biodata, you present you have a form like this, which you fill. So at this point, you fill this form, and on this form, the photo that you took is affixed here. So this is the form that we will upload for purposes of informing the public who the members of Parliament they elected are. Yes.
Very good.
And also you present your CV at this point. Yes.
On top of your national ID, a passport photo size, and a certificate from IBC, the other documentation that you're supposed to provide is your resume or CV.
Yes, your CV or your resume. Yes.
What about your education as well as professional certificates? Are you supposed to come with them?
You should. You should come with them. Yes, you should come with them. And we have indicated we ran a full, you remember, we ran a full advert in the newspapers, and we indicated exactly what documents that you need to bring. So you present your CV at this point, and you fill this form, which form will help us capture your details for informing the general public and anybody who would want to know what their elected members are doing. Yes.
Very well. Okay, so that is station number 4. Let's now move to station number 5. It is, you can see it is written administration and human resources.
Now, station number 5 is where you are informed about your entitlements, because there is remuneration, there is medical cover. So at this point, Angela, how are you? You are informed about exactly what your entitlement as a member of Parliament is. So we have our HR staff who are manning this desk, and we will provide them with what provisions there are at the Human Resource or Human Capital Directorate for you to understand exactly, as a member of Parliament, what are your entitlements. Yes.
This must be a very exciting desk, I would want to imagine, because this is where you get to know how much you're going to earn, the allowances and so much.
That's right. Yes, that's right. This is exactly where they will be told what their remuneration and entitlements are as members of Parliament. Yes.
Is this where also you're likely to be issued with your, I don't know what you call it here, but where I work from, it's called, the job ID. Is there anything like that?
We've already processed at the beginning. You've taken a photo, so by the end of the day, at the end, the last 10, you receive your ID. Yes.
Okay. So we move from here to there. So that was station number 5, administration and human resources.
Yes. Now we move on. This is also part of administration and human resource, but here specifically, we have a station to inform members about their medical and insurance and entitlements. We have Diana and our staff. Diana is a HR staffer, and even the rest are together with NHIF staffers, just to let them know what members are entitled to in terms of medical cover and insurance. Yes.
So, just like it's a practice, around the country, I mean, if, for example, here, when you're coming to register for the medical cover and so much, then this is at the point whereby if you have a family, you are required to give their records?
Yes, you are supposed to give your records, because there is a cap as to the number of dependents that would be entitled to medical cover under you.
Oh.
Yes.
What is the cap?
I think five children, a spouse, one spouse and 5 children, yes.
5 children for 1 spouse. What happens in a situation whereby I have 3 spouses?
Let's not go that direction.
We don't go that direction.
What we provide is 1 spouse and 5 children.
5 children.
Yes.
Very good.
Which is standard for many institutions.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is station number 6, yeah?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you. Very well. So now we move to station number 7.
Yes.
What happens
now,
here?
At station number 7, you are concluding. So it is at this point now where you receive your ID card, which has been processed after the photo has been taken. It is laminated. You come to receive it at this point. Yeah. So this is the final point where you are issued with an ID, and also you are given an email which is customized by Parliament for you as a member of Parliament for communication. Yes.
So that is the email address that Parliament is going to communicate to you. It's your official.
That's your official email address. Yeah.
What happens in case I decide to quit Parliament or maybe come 2027 I'm not elected?
About the email address, it ceases to be. We have a way of controlling what belongs to the institution.
So it is deactivated.
It is deactivated. Yeah.
And then do I return your card, or what happens?
Ordinarily, if you look at the back of our card, even I believe your own cards, there is a provision for returning a card. When it is lost, we have to return it. When you are done with your tour of duty, how to return it. Yes.
The same is expected to happen for any member of Parliament.
Yes.
Very good. So this is the final phase of the orientation?
No. Now from here, we go to the chamber because they need to see the chamber. I told you that we walk them around so that they understand exactly where they will be operating from. So once they are done with personal information, they will be led to the chamber where they will find our staff in uniform to take them through the chamber process. And those will be basically what we call clerks. We call them clerks at the table. And then the Sanjana terms, who are normally, we call them house staff. Those are the staff who facilitate the proceedings and members so that they are able to transact business whenever the house is sitting. So then after they finish with personal information, they will be walked into the chamber. Yes.
So what exactly is happening is that, we have gone through the orientation process that is going to happen out there, and now members of Parliament are being taken inside the chamber so that they can be reoriented on what happens inside the chamber. We are with the acting clerk, Serah.
Yes. So in the chamber, they will be shown how they will register. Once you come in, you register biometrically. And then you go to your seat. So you can walk and sit wherever you sit.
Sorry, before we even go there, how do you get your biodata captured? Is it captured out there or here?
Biodata is captured outside, but here, whenever the house sits, every day a member has to register that they were present. We register biometrically by just when you press. The register records your name whenever you press that machine. Yes.
So it is basically used to capture your attendance in
daily attendance.
Very well.
It is a daily attendance register. And then now our officers have not come because we are yet to start. But you will come in, and it will be explained to you how you use the microphone. For example, you could even use.
Sorry.
We could use this microphone. If you switch it on, and we will switch them on soon, there should be a light. So you are shown how to switch the mic on. once you press here, the mic comes on. And once you press again, the mic goes off. There is a control point at that point, so which controls the speaking time. So if the speaking time, for example, is 5 minutes, this mic will switch itself off. This card is a card normally used by members to indicate that they are present and to request to speak. So once you put the card here, the speaker at his chair is able to see that you are requesting to speak. So you do not need to raise your hand. You just need to insert this card and you will be allowed by the speaker, depending on how many requests there are. At the point when you are reached, the speaker will allow you to speak, and you will be given the mic from what we call the table, where the clerks or the officers who facilitate the house sit. So once the speaker says, Honorable so-and-so, the clerk at the table will give you the mic to speak. But once the speaking time is over, this mic will switch itself off automatically. Yeah.
So at what point do you get issued without a card?
At the last point, of registration is when you will receive this card. Yes. Yes.
I can also see there's a tablet here.
Yes.
What information is contained in this tablet?
Now we have gone paperless. So the Constitution, a copy of the Constitution is in this tablet. A copy of the standing orders. These are the standing orders of the National Assembly. Yeah. A copy is here. On a daily basis, whenever the House is sitting, the order paper is here. So that the order paper, which is the agenda of the day, is uploaded here. So you do not need to carry a hard copy of the order paper. We no longer provide. We just upload it here, and you are able to log in, and you get your order paper, the daily agenda of the sittings of the House. Yes.
So you do not expect papers to be distributed in this House. Everything has gone paperless.
Everything is paperless, except to say that whenever we receive documents from the ministries, they come in hard copy. So those documents are something called in parliamentary parlance laying of papers. Those papers would be laid either by the leader of majority or a chair of a committee on what we call the table of the House. So a member would say, Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House, and then he brings them to the table where the clerks are seated. But otherwise, we've gone paperless.
Very well. Yes. And one may want to imagine that this is such a secure system in that, it cannot be infiltrated, whereby I can hack into it and insert my own documents.
No, it is secure. The system is fully secure. You cannot insert your own documents. Yes.
So in documents to be uploaded here, they are done from a central position, right?
They are done from a central point at the clerk's office. Under the clerk's office, we have an office called the table office. It is headed by a principal clerk assistant. That is where the documents are loaded to this system from. Yes.
Very good. I can see there are also, I think I would say, about how many tables? 1, 2, 3, 3 tables. So who sits here?
Now, this is a table where the mess sits. You have heard of the mess.
Yes.
The mess, which is the authority of Parliament. Once a mess is placed here, it means the Parliament is in session and is transacting business. If the mess is removed, without the mess, Parliament will not transact any business. Usually, you can see there is a lower case whenever the House constitutes itself into what we call the Committee of the Whole House. So the House is not now sitting as a House, but as a committee of the whole House. The mess is lowered from this point to this point. This makes it possible for members to speak more. You know, when the mess is here, you have limited time. You could have like 5 minutes. You can't speak more. But when it is lowered, you can speak more. It is to allow deliberative considerations of a matter where more time is allowed, procedure is more relaxed, so that like when you are considering a bill clause by clause, we go into the committee of the whole. So the mess comes here. Indeed, the speaker leaves his seat and somebody, the Deputy Speaker or a member of the Speaker's panel, sits here.
Okay.
So the Speaker will leave his seat, and then the member presiding will come and sit between the clerks here. Yeah. So whenever the Deputy Speaker or a member of the Speaker's panel sits here, it means that the House is in committee of the whole House. Yeah. And normally this would be when the House is considering a bill clause by clause, so that they are able to scrutinize those clauses. Whatever is passed has been thoroughly scrutinized.
Very well. Also here I can see, there are a number of screens and also buttons. There are also some colored, multicolored bulbs. Can you explain to us what is all these?
This is a chart of the chamber. This is actually this chamber now. The way, sorry. So this is a chamber. This. Yeah. Now this, you control speaking from here, and you can give members the mic. This is the mic. Yeah. You can give members the mic. Once the Speaker calls a member, for example, if he calls number 11, you can see number 11 is on.
Where is it? Oh, number 11.
Number 11
there
is
you are.
on.
So
yes.
It means that that member of Parliament there is allowed to speak.
To speak, yes. So if he calls number 18, number 18 is on.
Will go on.
Yes, yeah. So this is for speaking. Yes. Okay. This one is for speaking time. Okay. If this means your time is, you have a lot of time. Green means you have a lot of time. Amber, just like in the road,
just like the traffic
road, this means that your time is almost up. Once this comes on, even the mic switches itself up. It means you are speaking time. Yes, your speaking time is over. Yes.
So you have green, you have amber, and then you have red.
Yes.
So the red means you stop.
The red means you stop.
The amber means get ready.
Yeah, get ready to stop.
Okay, yes. Very good. And what about this? The other red one here?
That one is for consultation between the Speaker and the Clerk. Yes.
Okay, and then this is the microphone for...
Yes, this is like, and I'm sure you have had the Clerk read order number 1. So this is a mic. When the Speaker is praying at the commencement of the session, he also comes and prays here using this mic. Then this is a mic the Clerk would use to read the orders. And this is also the mic that when the Deputy Speaker is presiding over committee of the whole, this is all the mic that they would use. Yes.
And finally, this is the chair of the Speaker.
Yes. Yes. Basically, this is where the Speaker presides from. Yes. This is where the Speaker presides from. Yes.
I can see there are also other 2 seats besides the Speaker's chair.
Yes.
Who sits besides the Speaker?
Usually, these seats are not used. But whenever we have a joint sitting of the House, the 2 speakers will sit. The Speaker of the National Assembly will sit on this side. The Speaker of the Senate will sit on this side. The President is whenever the President is around, but he normally speaks from a podium, his own podium. Yeah, but these seats are normally used during a joint sitting of the House. Yeah.
So those are the ins and outs of that you expect to take members of Parliament through.
Yes, yes, that's what we need to take them through today. These are the staffers that will take them through. One of them has now come in full uniform, so they will be able to show members how to use the microphones, how to get to their documents in their iPads. Yes, basically that, and also how to conduct themselves around the chamber. Yes. So
this is the official dress code of
the chamber. Yes, inside the chamber. Now this is a dress code for the clerks at the table. Clerks at the table means the officers who facilitate the House from this point. This is a table. This is what we call the table. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. How many clerks do you expect to be inside the House? At any given time?
At any 3, usually 3. Yeah. You can see the seats are 3. So at any one point, 3 clerks are at the table. Sometimes some may wait at the sides, waiting to replace the others. But at any one point, 3 of them. During COVID, we used to have 2. Yes.
Okay. And there's also security inside the chamber, right?
Yes, there is security. In fact, we have Sanjara and you can see them right there in uniform. So we have Sanjara inside the chamber to ensure security in the chamber. The lady at the door, and I think is that another lady or a gentleman?
Yeah.
Those are the Sanjara responsible for ensuring security. Yes.
So then once you take them through this procedure, what's next?
Once we take them through this procedure, we shall await the calling of the first sitting of Parliament, which is within 30 days from the date of election. That goes all the way up to 8th of September.
We can keep walking. You want to take us to the next level?
Yes.
Very good. So we are in the company of the acting clerk of the National Assembly, Serah Kioko. She's taking us through the orientation process of members of Parliament who have been elected in the just concluded elections. And so we are inside the chambers of the National Assembly. And now, where are we going to next?
Now we are done with the process of what we will do today. So after we have taken the members through orientation, we shall await the calling of the first sitting of Parliament, which will be which should be within 30 days of the election. The first sitting is normally called by the President. And once the first sitting is called, the duty or the business of that day is to swear in members-elect. And after swearing in members-elect, we go to elect a speaker and a deputy speaker.
I mean, I can see in front of us, I don't know whether you call it a roadblock or what you call this. What is this?
This is called the bar of the House. Whenever we are voting on a bill, there is voting, and there is a division, what we call division in Parliament. A bell is rung. And the bell is rung for a number of minutes. At the end of the time that is provided, this bar is drawn. You can see now they have drawn it. Once that bar is drawn, you cannot come into the chamber. If you haven't come in, the bell is being rung for whoever is outside and they want to participate in the voting to come in. If this bar is drawn and you are on that side where they are standing, you are closed out. You cannot participate in the voting or in the business that is being transacted. Yes. Yeah.
And not even any amount of pleading will allow me to come through when it has been drawn.
Parliament has procedure, and procedure is to regulate how members conduct business. This procedure is originated by members themselves. So they agree on their rules of engagement. So normally they have to respect those rules of engagement. They know that once you are not inside the house, once the bar is drawn, you stay away. Yeah, you cannot come in. Yes.
And what I mean, you know, legally there are supposed to be some provisions for members of Parliament who are visually impaired or members of Parliament who are handicapped. How do you take care of them?
For example, let me just show you. This is a seat for a member with disability. So they would come in with their customized seat and sit around here. Yeah. So we take care of them by providing spaces where they can fit, because your disability may be such that you cannot sit on that seat. So you would come with your seat and sit here. Yes. And even here. Yes.
So there are two seats.
Yes, and even there. Here. Even here.
Oh, even the other one.
Even here, yes. So we are provided. And B, if we get another kind of disability, we shall take steps to make sure that you are taken care of.
Okay.
Yes.
So from here, where do we go next?
Now, that is basically what we will. The process which we will conduct members through today. After that, we will wait for them to come, and we will show them around. There is a members' lobby here, lounge, where they can sit. If you want to consult, you retreat to the lobby and consult on a matter, and then come and vote. Yeah.
And I can see there are some beautiful murals on the wall.
Yes.
Who are these?
These are our speakers. These are our independent speakers. This is Speaker Fred Martin. Yes, and the time during which they served is vacated.
This was Honorable Frederick Mbiti Gideon Mattie.
Yes.
He was the second speaker.
Yes.
From the 7th of February 1970
Yes.
to the 11th of April 1988.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we have.
So any speaker who has ever served in this house,
Yes.
they must have their picture.
We normally make sure we put their photographs here. This is Speaker Keino. Yes, from 88.
Between 12th of April 1988 to 11th of June.
Yes, 1991. Yes. Then we have Speaker Ngeno here.
Okay.
From 1991 to 1993. Yes.
Okay. Who's in charge of this drawing? Because this is not just any drawing. These are highly professional drawings.
We normally look for experts to do it. An expert does it.
Francis, Ole Kapara, right?
Yes, he's one of the very long-serving.
1993 to 2008.
Yes.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yes.
How many years? 15 years.
Yes, he served for quite a while. Yes, he did.
Next to
then we have Speaker Marende, who served from 2008 to 2013. Yes.
That's about 5 years.
Yes.
March 2013, eh?
Yes.
And
finally we have the incumbent speaker, Speaker Muturi, who served from 2013.
To date.
Yes, to date.
Until now, another Speaker of the National Assembly
is elected.
Is elected.
Yes.
Then where are you going to put the other photo of the next Speaker?
We will know what to do. Yes, we will see what to do. Yes, yeah.
So is that all that you would want to tell us today?
That is all for today. I think we can end it at this. Yes.
Sure. I mean, it's been such a gracious time with you, taking us through all that process, and of course allowing members of Parliament to understand what is orientation for members of Parliament.
Yes,
and as we were telling you, 333 members of Parliament elect are expected to be oriented today and tomorrow. And we have been in the company of the acting clerk of the National Assembly, Serah Kioko. Do you want to say anything else?
I want to thank you so much for coming. We look forward to a very vibrant 13th Parliament. And we look forward to partnering with you in terms of informing the public what Parliament is doing. Thank you very much.
Very good.
Yes.
I mean, you can always be assured that, this partnership is going to work for the longest time, because you are the National Assembly, we are the national broadcaster.
Thank you so much, O'Brien. We appreciate. Convey our thanks to the Managing Director. We appreciate this. Thank you very much.
I'm sure he's watching this. Very good. I mean, so Victor and team, that's what basically is going to happen here the whole day. And of course, we are camping here. We'll be sampling some members of Parliament to get to understand their experience through the whole process. And of course, we'll be giving you live coverage live from the National Assembly here in Nairobi. I want to take you back there so that we can also take a breather and also get to catch a breath or two, so that we'll continue later on. So back to you, Victor Olo, in Broadcasting House.